NBA show. We got our power rankings ready to go, and we're going to talk about it. I am with the big dog, Kenny. Kenny, it's apparently our week this week, right?
Oh yeah, it's our week. Yeah, it's our
We
week.
got
It is our
we
week.
got this show.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow we have going on daily, and of course Saturday is going on daily with us too.
Yep.
So everybody's going to be seeing Kenny and Ron all the time, right?
Yeah. Right.
So
Yeah. Right.
we got a great show. We
We
got a
got a great
great
show.
show.
Yeah.
We got the power rankings.
Mm-hmm.
We have your player of the week.
Oh, yep. Yep.
And we have another installment of Do You Know?
Ooh. Okay.
Let's
Let's
see how
go.
you can do with these questions.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's
So
go.
that'll be later on after the power rankings. So you want to stick around for this to see what the big dog knows.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Most definitely.
It's like Bo, but only Kenny. It's Kenny knows.
He knows.
Not Bo knows. Bo knows nothing like Kenny knows.
Thank you.
All right. So we got these power rankings, right? And it's pretty exciting because here are the power rankings, and we're going to talk about each team. So we get Houston at number 5, Oklahoma City at number 4. We have Golden State at number 3, Cleveland at number 2. I can't wait for you to explain this one. And Boston Celtics, the Boston Celtics, how it's supposed to be sounded, but it's the Boston Celtics at number 1. And we're going to find out why they are all where they are. And we're going to start, of course, with number 5, Houston. Now, Kenny, I look at the standings and I see Houston Rockets, 12 and 6th.
Yeah.
They're having a good year.
Oh, they're having a great year.
Can they sustain this?
Yeah. You know what? The season is 20%. 20% in. 250 games out of 1,230 games have already been played.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so it goes by real fast. So
well, there's numbers for you.
Yeah, there's numbers for you. And last week, the Bucks went 4-0, and the Detroit Pistons went 0-4. So what does that tell you? We had high hopes for Detroit, and now...
Yeah, no, their reality is set in.
Yeah, right. And the Bucks turned it around. I can't believe the Bucks turned it around.
Yeah, still waiting for Philly to do that.
No, got a long way to go there. Long way to go there.
They are bad, right?
Long way to go there.
So this Houston team, what's making them go? Is it their wonderful coach? Pulling the right strings, or is this team just this talented?
This team is just this talented, and it's their coach. When you are number 1 in creating turnovers and number 1 in offensive rebounding, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you win games. And Fred VanVleet, how good is he?
I was just going to mention his name. Just going to mention his name. How good of a veteran
is he?
He's having a great year. I mean, when you look at this team, I mean, you don't see the names just pop right out on you, I mean, they're not household names. I mean, this is a team that has, Jeff Green, and a lot of young kids too. Like, I'm trying to think of his name. Oh my God, I just went blank. Jabari Smith. Yeah. You're talking, I mean, like Sengun, you got there's another one, Amen, which has got to be one of the best names in basketball, right? Amen.
Yeah.
And it would be great if he was a football player, because then, if he was the quarterback and he throw a Hail Mary, you'd have the Amen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a young team, and it's like not for nothing. There's a lot of journeymen on this team, journeyman veterans.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like this is amazing what they're accomplishing.
No,
You
it's amazing.
know,
It's amazing.
I don't even know how they're pulling it off. To be honest with you, like
Hey.
I thought they were going to be okay. You know,
Hmm.
middle of the pack. They have proven me wrong, Kenny.
Hey, they got a great coach. They got a great coach,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and and
he
and
is.
and we know firsthand.
Just keep him away from your wife.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you.
Oh, really, really?
Just keep away from your wife.
Wow.
So when you're at an after party, an after game party, and the first thing is, "Hey, this is my wife." No, no, this is not your wife. No, don't go there. Don't bring your wife. Keep her
That-
far away.
What, now, what did Usher say? What did Usher say? Don't leave the girl around me. True blade for real.
Right? Yeah.
That's my for real.
So they're number 5. A lot of it is, because of coaching.
Yeah.
It pays to have a
Mhm.
great coach. It really
Yeah, it
does.
does. It really, really does.
So number 4 we have there is OKC. Now here's another interesting thing because they are in first place.
Hmm.
Why are they number 4?
Well, when you can outscore your opponents by average of 12 points, you're doing something great. You're doing something great.
But why are they
But
not higher than the another team in their conference when they are in first place?
yeah, they're in first place. But it's just the losses have been quite embarrassing, as
Okay.
as I as I should
See?
say.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
they,
Bring
they,
your camera a little further down so you're not blocked by the Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors.
oh,
There you
how's that?
go.
Is that
That's
better?
good. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. They lost consecutive games to the Mavericks and the Spurs. So what does
See,
that tell
this
you?
is why
What
we
does that tell you?
have those answers. It matters what you do for the week, just like I do for the NHL rankings. Kenny does here. So they lost a couple of games to
Yeah,
some competitors, and this is why.
yeah.
This is why.
This way. And when you
OKC, number 4.
and when you're 29th in defense,
Yeah, that's another one, right?
yes, that's another one.
That's
That's
another
another one.
one.
That's another
So
one.
that is why they're at number 4, folks. So if you're an OKC fan, don't be upset at Kenny.
Yeah. Don't be
Don't be
upset with me.
upset because he's
Nope.
right on that.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted you to explain because people sometimes you just see the record and it's like, well, they should be ahead of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the whole picture.
It's not the whole picture. They so they
So
have so they had four nights off, and their four upcoming are the Spurs, Golden State Warriors, LA Lakers, and Houston Rockets.
yeah.
Mm,
So
pretty
they're gonna have their hands full. And
pretty
now
tough.
we're really gonna see where they
Pretty
are.
tough. Pretty tough.
And I can't see the chat, Kenny, so
Pretty
I
tough.
can't I can't tell you if anybody's commenting or anything, but we do have viewers. So at number 3, Kenny, Golden State Warriors.
Oh
That is
yeah.
the team I was questioning about, but now that you explained that, tell us why Golden State is at number 3.
I tell you why. I tell you exactly why. Golden State is just I don't know how to say it.
Professional.
Is it? Yeah, yeah. They're professional, but they're going
They
through the
just take
motions.
care of business.
But they don't have the same team. They don't have the same
No.
team. They are 12-0 when they're leading in double digits.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah, yeah, 12, yeah.
I mean, it's 10 points can evaporate in seconds, but that's pretty good. 12-0, you're not coughing it up.
Yeah. But how do you lose to the Clippers twice?
Yeah, isn't that funny? You'll lose to a team, and that happens in all sports, right? Some
Yeah,
teams just have your number.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
it's crazy because you look, there's no way they should lose to them, right?
No, there's no way they should lose to him. D'Anthony Melton is gone for the season, torn ACL, and he was doing such a great job backing up Steph Curry.
Yeah.
But who's on now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it you got to see if they can hold on to this, right?
Yeah,
And injuries are part of the
yeah,
game, but they can derail a team.
yeah.
And we're going to see
Most
what
definitely,
Golden
most
State
definitely.
is made out of right now.
Yeah,
See if they can
they
hold on.
had
Because I was going through
yeah
the
they
same
had.
thing with Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we
they
got a
brought him in
delay
for
all of a sudden.
yeah a little bit. They brought him in for his defense. So let's see how that works out. Who they're going to put in for him because he's out for the season, ACL injury.
Yeah,
It's real tough. It's real tough.
that's a big loss for a season.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you
But
can get away with it for a little while,
mhm, yeah,
but not for long.
no, not for long. And this is the only team that qualified for the NBA Cup quarterfinals this week.
Ooh.
So they might have to get they might be the NBA Cup champs, but we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah, I mean, to me that means nothing. I'll say so. Number two, this is an interesting one because this team is 17-1. How do you justify them being number two?
Woo, 41.5% from three. They are hitting their threes. They are hitting their threes. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but they're number two. Why? Why are they not in the number one spot?
Because they got beaten by the Celtics.
Yeah, but it was only 3 points at home for
Yeah,
the
they got
Celtics
beaten.
home.
Yeah, but they got beaten by the Celtics.
Okay.
They got beaten by the Celtics. They got beaten by the Celtics. They got beaten by the Celtics. I'm gonna give it to the Celtics. I gotta give it to the Celtics.
What's going to happen when Celtics have to go to Cleveland?
Sunday, it's gonna be tough. It's going to be tough, but we'll see. We shall see. We shall
That's going
see.
to tell us
Right?
everything because
Yeah,
if
it's going.
Cleveland wins,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Cleveland
why I
wins
said
that game.
that's why I said like last show. I said, you know what? I really wasn't impressed. It's the first game. The second game, we shall see how Celtics is really made up. If they can close out the season with these guys, then we'll see how tough they are on the
See what
road
you should have
and
done.
Cleveland.
What you should have done, Kenny,
Mhm.
was put Cleveland at number one. And when the Boston Celtics look at that power rankings that you release, and we all know they're paying attention to it. We
Oh
all
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Because when you had them at number four, what did they do? They say they
Mm-hmm.
buckled down and they started winning again, right?
Yeah, they did.
Now
Yeah,
they're
they
number
did.
one.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure they're going to be as motivated
Yeah.
to hold on to that number one spot in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah,
we'll see how that affects them because
yeah.
I don't know, because they pay attention to what you're saying, and I don't think that's. I'm a little worried. You should have put them at number two.
Yeah.
So that is the power rankings, right? So number one, let's talk these Boston Celtics. I mean, this is without Porzingis, mind you, and
Yeah.
without Cato, who just was out again the other night. And I can't think of his name. The tall guy, the other center. Holy crap! I just went blank. But all the big men were out, so they picked up a player, Xavier, a new
Mm-hmm.
X-Man in Boston, right?
Xavier Tillman, yeah, he's back. I'm so
Yeah.
glad. I'm so glad they sent him to the D League for the G League for a couple of games, but they brought him back. Porzingis did play last night. He is back, and he did a pretty good job spreading the floor. But these Celtics, man, they like to run the floor.
They are
They get out and
tough.
go. They are tough, and they
They
are
can pretty
ready
much
to
play
compete.
any game, really,
Yeah,
because they're so good defensively,
yeah,
and they can run. They can just take the 3 pointers. They can go into the lane as well.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how you can stop this team as a whole, especially if they're
Mhm.
going to keep shooting the way they do.
Well, the only thing I'm scared about is they're shooting 24% from three.
Wait, that's it?
That's it.
It might have been from that game where
That's
they
it.
tried to break a record and they
Yeah,
had like
yeah,
50 shots from 3-point land
yeah,
and
yeah,
missed in that fourth quarter.
yeah, yeah. Right? Yeah,
That
yeah,
could
yeah,
be skewing it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This at this time last season they were shooting 38%.
Yeah,
So we shall see. But when they're hot from three, they're hot from three. They like to
yeah.
rotate the ball. They shoot that three, and they get out in transition. So
I mean, when you think about what they can put out there and what can come off the bench,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, because look, if you're going to start Porzingis, that means Al Horford is coming off the bench pretty much, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So you have Horford coming off the bench. You have Double P.
Mm-hmm. Pritch better have my money. Yeah.
Right now, you can have Tillman coming off the bench instead of
Hmm.
having to play the whole
Yep.
game,
Yeah.
and he looks pretty good. I gotta say, he looks good. In that kind of a role, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
going to help. I think it's going to help. And then you have also players like Hauser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty good team. If they
Yeah.
went out and picked up another bench player,
Whoo. They have one, but he's just in the G League right now. They put him in the G League right now.
who?
He is you know what? I always mess up his name because he's from overseas, but he is just like Porzingis, just
Oh,
like
okay. I know who you're
as
talking about. Yeah, I can't
as
say his
well.
name.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name either, but he's just
Yeah,
like Porzingis. He is just like Porzingis. And I was upset when they put him in the G League because Porzingis was out, but we might need him. If Al gets a little wearied or tired, we need to put him in there.
yeah. That's about the only thing you got to really worry about. If his age catches up with him, which
Hmm.
I gotta say, he does pretty well. I don't think Father Time is hitting him yet.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Especially if you can ease up on some of his minutes now that Porzingis is back, but you got to
Yep.
ease up on his because an injury to him could derail you.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, I like the way it looks. They just fall into these trap games and they just stop playing,
Yeah.
and I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
They get overconfident and they just get bored.
yeah, and it's like the team has ADHD. You're so
Yeah. Yeah.
smart, but you get
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
trouble because you get bored.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, Uh, it's
Yeah.
like one of
Yep.
those deals, and that's
Yep.
what happens. And they just fall into these trap. Oh, we can turn the light switch on with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and we'll be
Mhm.
okay. Doesn't
Yep.
always work that way.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work that way.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about your player of the game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
I mean, player
yeah.
of the week, not the game. Sorry,
Okay.
player of
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah.
Jalen Brown, this week's
Yeah.
player of the week.
Hmm.
So, Kenny, how did you come up with Brown? And I think I know the answer to this, but give it to us. Give it
No,
to us.
he has been so clutch
How
over
about
the
that
last week.
start the other day in
Oh,
Minnesota
oh, over the last week he
against Minnesota?
has over the last week he's been 10 for 17 for clutch threes, and that's not too bad. Not too bad. Second person on the clutch threes is Derek White.
Yeah. I, Yeah, well, Derek White, they made a question. It's like, I can't believe he missed a fourth quarter three because he doesn't miss them.
He really doesn't miss him. When he's wide open,
All
he's
right,
wide open.
so it's 3-3 in the series in the
Yeah.
NBA Finals. Doesn't matter who they're playing against.
Yeah.
There's 2 seconds left. Who are you
Yeah.
giving the ball to?
I'm giving Derek White.
Interesting. See how this
Derek White.
works?
Derek White.
Not Tatum, not Brown. You're giving it
No.
to Derek White.
Yeah. Derek White.
And then we wonder why he was on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
So Jaylen Brown, Player of the Week.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's clutch. He's clutch.
he had a good week.
Yeah.
I got to give it to you.
Yeah.
And he deserves some accolades, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure I probably have it in one of my messages that are like log jammed full of messages that I'm sure he's thanking you for, for naming him Player of the Week.
Player of the Week, yeah.
And I don't see, like, he's a player that he's not going to let you down on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe 30 plus for Jaylen Brown on Sunday because he knows how big this is.
Yeah,
Remember,
right.
the big dog picked him, and
Yep.
he appreciates it, and he's going to show Kenny. So
no doubt.
he's going to put the Celtics on his back and have a 30-point game. There you go.
Okay.
So recapping everything, Houston Rockets number 5, OKC number 4, Steph Curry and the rest of the Golden State Warriors number 3, Cleveland Cavaliers and their 3-point shooting number 2, and the Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics.
Number 1 this week.
Number 1.
And of course, Jaylen Brown, Player of the Week. But we're not done yet, Kenny.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
Because it is time for Do You Know? Let's see
Woo.
how you do this week, Kenny. Because last time you went over.
Yep, sure did.
You went over.
Sure did.
Now, because the Boston Celtics are number 1, I decided to go all Boston.
Oh, great.
So now you're under a lot of pressure because this is your team.
Yeah, it's my team. Yeah, you're right. It's
so
my team.
I think I'm going to give you an easy one.
Okay.
Bob Cousy is first in career assists for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Who is number 2?
Oh.
And for bonus points, if you can give me within 100, how many that second place player has. Now, Bob Cousy had, 6,900 plus?
Holy. Bob Cousy, number 1.
It's a long history. And don't be cheating.
I ain't cheating. Why do I want to say? Oh my gosh! Once you have one answer in your head, then you'd be like, oh, what about him?
Go with your instincts.
I'm gonna go with Havlicek.
Yes, Havlicek stole the ball. You were absolutely right, John Havlicek.
Thank you.
Very good. Now, for bonus points,
you
got a chance to get a bonus one here.
Okay, all right.
So you can actually get 4 out of 3 if you can get this one. How many did he have? Within 100.
Oh.
Remember, Bob Cousy had 6,900 plus.
6,900 plus. I'm gonna say 58.
5,800?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was 6,114.
Oh man.
If you would have said like 6,000, I would have given it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, you still got the question right.
Yep.
I mean, to get the number of assists is hard.
It's
That's
hard.
hard. That's actually
It's
the
hard.
harder part of the question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question number 2. You were 1 for 1 so far.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What year was the Boston Celtics founded?
Whew,
What year were they
okay.
founded?
Okay. Yeah, found it. Whew. I want to say
Think about the history.
why do I want to say 49? I don't want to say 49.
I mean, you got to know where Bill Russell landed in the
Yeah.
history and
Yeah.
then what came
I'm
before him.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say 1949.
That was pretty close, Kenny. Pretty close. It was 1946.
Ah, dang. You're right. Yeah, I thought it was 49.
When a team gets founded, it usually comes a year or two before they actually play. Usually. I don't know,
Yeah.
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 I'm not the basketball guru.
19,
That would be you.
that'd be me.
Hey, but you're 1 for 2. That was a hard one.
That was close. That
Now
was close.
we're going to get personal.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're
Oh,
going to get
geez.
personal because this
Oh,
next one
okay.
is about your player of the week.
Oh, okay. All right.
And you have to be a real fan to know this.
Mm-hmm.
What animal does Jaylen Brown have a tattoo of on his left hand?
Oh. Huh. Huh.
Oh, I
Oh.
love this question.
Oh, man.
Loving this one.
Oh. I know this too. Oh.
If you know at home, punch in you can play the game too. Punch in your answers. I mean, I can't see them though.
You
That's the
said, you
problem.
said, yeah, right. You said on his left hand.
On his left hand, and no cheating. Don't be
Left hand.
looking this up.
I'm
I
looking
see
it
your
up.
eyes shifting.
Because I guess because I'm thinking. I'm gonna say. Oh, jeez. Oh man, it's some kind of bird.
Oh, hey, David is watching. Throw down
Mm-hmm.
that answer if you know. Throw down that answer if you think you know it. And don't look it up online. I know you're cheating, David.
I'm gonna say some kind of bird. Do I gotta be specific? Specific?
Well, I will say that you are wrong. It's
Yeah,
not
I
a
know.
bird.
It's not a bird. Probably a cheetah.
It
Probably a cheetah or some
it
kind
is
of
a cat.
yeah.
It's a
It's a cheetah.
lion.
It's a lion.
Yes, courage and strength. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm not lying about that.
Mm,
Come on, you
let's go.
like that
Let's
one.
go. Yeah, I
And
did. I
just
did
to
like that.
throw it out there,
I like that.
did
I
you
like that.
know he was like a vegetarian?
Yes.
Huh. See, if that
Yes.
was the question, I almost went with that
Yes.
question. You would have got that one.
Yes. I would have got that one right. Yes.
Plant-based.
Yep.
Plant-based brown. So, Kenny, this has been a joy. Hey, you got one this week. And
Yeah,
let
I
me
got
tell
one.
you, those questions are really difficult. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are hard. You know.
Should have got them all.
Yeah, you should have, but
Yeah.
hey, on the spot, it's not easy.
Oh.
It's not easy. That's why when we watch like Jeopardy, they all look like idiots half the time, right?
Yeah, right? Yes, yes, yes.
Uh, uh,
Yes, yes.
they trying to pretend that they're pressing the button after the fact. Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I would have
Oh
had it if
man.
I would have gotten
Right,
it.
right, right. Oh, this thing working? Is this thing working?
Yeah, yeah. You ever see that clip of Family Feud when he asks the question and the guy tries to press the button and answer, but he didn't even press the button. He just hit the counter that they're at the podium,
Yeah, yeah,
and Steve's laughing hysterically.
yeah. Okay,
Funny clip.
what the
All right,
heck?
well, that's the show. We will see you again. When probably maybe next week. Maybe.
Yeah,
Hmm,
maybe,
we'll see.
maybe.
But generally, we're gonna try to do this every 2 weeks. Something, if there's big news, we're gonna make sure we put it out there. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and watching. There's a bunch of people watching. Please share the show.
Yes.
Follow.
Hmm.
You can follow at Rhode Island Broadcasting or follow at Sports Unfolded.
Hmm.
And as long as you can follow something, it would help a lot. And please, again, share the show.
Yeah.
We will see you next time on Sports Unfolded NBA show. Thank you.